Well, hello. Here we are. Listen, I just want to tell you that if you have coarse curly hair, if you have, sensitive skin, insensitive skin, whatever, I suggest that you go to a wonderful place called Bevel and get you some of this amazing razor. I use it myself to line my beard up. I actually just got one for my brother because he's been having trouble with razor bumps. It's amazing. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. So go to getbevel.com, use code FREEREAD, and you will get your first month of membership free. Go check them out. They're awesome. Now let's start the show. Okay. So let's just, I don't even, what do we?
We're here.
We
knew it was coming.
And I need to talk to you.
I need to talk to you.
And ask you for your guidance, especially today. When my world
what is wrong with
cloudy,
you?
Lord. I open up my heart.
This is full praise and worship.
I'm just so thankful for Beyonce, Jesus. Like,
Amen.
Thank you for, because you know what?
Because she is a blessing.
When you're back up against the wall and the wall against your back, who you
gonna call? You got to call him.
Hey!
You got to call him.
So Lemonade happened.
It did. It happened to us. And really, I did not know how we was going to come in the studio next week and have to deal with Prince, which I'm sure we'll talk about Prince later. But this album came at such an important time.
It really just was like a nuclear bomb of good at the right time.
Oh my God. Because I was really lacking. I was struggling. I don't know, just shit. Everything just seemed to be bad. Like we were saying last week, just everything was bad. It was nothing but bad news.
It's a whole bunch of bullshit still going on, but at least I have some lemonade to sip on the sidelines while y'all out here bullshitting, because I just can't.
Right. And so I thank God for Beyonce and the fact that she just dropped this off when she did, because it was exactly what I needed, and I have done nothing but consume this album.
Exactly what I thought. Because you have to consider the fact that we really did not know what the fuck was going to happen.
Right.
Some bitches were saying it's going to be a music video. Some people were saying that it was going to be a visual album again. Some people were saying it might be some documentary style shit. Everybody was guessing, because all Beyonce said was Lemonade.
Saturday night.
You'll
cancel whatever you're doing.
HBO.
Cat.
See you there. That's it. So.
And that is all. She still has not said
for
nothing.
me, I said best case scenario, what Beyonce will do is this will be a film of the music from a new album, and the album will be available right after. And that is literally what happened.
Yeah.
And so I just thank her for just, coming into my life when I really needed some joy and just supplying it.
And the album was actually up on Tidal before the movie even finished all the way. They knew.
Right.
They were like, you know what? Listen, the servers are going to be stressed. Just go ahead and release it at 9:47.
Exactly.
Just go ahead and put it up, because it's going to be a mess over here in a minute. And it just...
oh my God. I can't... So
I sat down in total darkness. I put my phone on airplane mode. I was like, I want to consume whatever Beyonce has put out here for me. I want to receive it.
Raw, organic, fresh pressed.
And
so I just feel like, first of all, we have to just acknowledge the album's body of work. I think that's just really great. I think that it came at an awesome time in her career and whatnot. I also just love how unapologetically Black it is, obviously. I love how honest it is, obviously. But I love that it is really she lifted up these gigantic, these huge arms and gathered every Black girl in the world.
Yes.
And then just brought them up against her bosom like Iyanla. It is the biggest hug.
It was an amazing mammy titty experience. a positive mammy titty experience. It felt good. It felt affirming as a Black woman to watch that short film or whatever she wants to call it, and just like the way it was shot was just so beautiful. And using Worcestershire to write the dialogue for the movie was fucking perfect. Like, her words are just perfect. And I've taken a look at the credits, and a million fucking people worked on this. And again, shout out to this bitch's team, because how do they be keeping these secrets for months on months and months? And this bitch be filming all over the fucking world. She'll sit up in New Orleans for 2 weeks and shoot this shit all over New Orleans, and somehow nothing comes out until she wants it to. It is just
everybody. How
the fuck?
You had all of these amazing Zendaya's in your fucking shit.
Amandla, Quivenjane.
What are they? God. Chloe and Halle.
Oh yes, eBay. Oh my God!
Kendrick Lamar is on your album.
I fell out when I saw eBay sitting on that fucking porch with Beyonce. I was like, "You fucking kidding me?"
Kendrick's on the album. James Blake, Jack White. All of these artists I really enjoy.
And I'm sure you knew this, but when I heard Beyonce break out into a country song, I said, okay, this is it. This is it. Me and this bitch are sisters. Like, we're clearly cousins.
I knew you were going to live for that.
Bitch, Beyonce and country music? I have been waiting my whole life for this, and I did not know how much I wanted it until I heard Beyonce and country? Nigga.
We will get to that.
Nigga.
So, I just enjoy it so much for what it is.
Oh my God.
I love that it's like this story, right, of love and infidelity and like all of this like honest, raw shit. Like, I'm not above this bullshit. I'm absolutely human, and I'm just like the rest of you girls, except that I'm sickening and talented and blessed and rich and fine. And so but other than that,
but I'm human is the thing.
And I have feelings as well. And niggas are dirty from time to time, but also like I'm also human, and love is love, and can you get past it? Can you work on it? Whatever. Yeah. Also, at the same time, respect my gangsta, respect me and my Black sisters. You ain't gonna kill no more of us. And love is the key. It's just like it's just this like.
It's like so all these keys to life in one package.
I'm almost curious as to how she's going to perform it, because it's so like linear. It's
and I'm avoiding all tour footage until I go, so I'm not going to know.
I'm going to say this right at the beginning, Ben, since you brought it back up, because I want for everybody to be on the same page as me. We did this the last few tours. I don't want to see any of it. I have like a little over a month to wait before the Queen comes to this city here. And, I hope each and every one of you have a great time. If you were lucky to get tickets or whatever, do not send me a goddamn thing from this
Not
tour.
One thing.
It is already going to be damn near impossible to dodge all of it. Just please leave me out of it. Don't send me any DMs. Don't send me any tweets. Don't send me anything. Don't tag me nothing on Instagram. If you do, beloved, you will be blocked. And that is on everything I love. Rice and peas, oxtail, and everything. Like,
not on oxtail.
If you send it to me, I'm blocking you. Don't ask Crystal. Don't ask Tay. Don't ask Dustin or nobody else to ask me to be unblocked. I'm going to block you. Thanks.
But what I was
Moving
saying,
right along.
Yes, I think if you look at Beyonce's progression since 4, she has clearly been growing
absolutely
as an artist, because she has been slowly peeling back, the facade of perfectness and showing the world that she is human and using her human experiences in her art, which is how this bitch is only getting better. And the fact that she topped herself after Self-Titled, which frankly I was worried.
Was like, what is going to happen next?
I was worried about Lemonade. I was like, what if this flops? Because how can she outdo Self-Titled? Like, what is she even going to... Right. And
like,
she was
this
like,
bitch, know me.
Bitch, straight like this, like a goddamn movie. And next time, bitch, you'll be paying $25 to watch it in the theater. Like... And you're right, B, I will. If Beyonce puts her next album out in fucking theaters, I will buy a ticket and take my ass to go experience it, because she has shown me that she is more than willing to do the work as an artist to only get better and improve. Like,
I only expect for Martians to be doing the Millie Rock in her next video or something.
I can't deal with how brilliant this woman is. And I love that she has these concepts and ideas and then hires the right people and connects with the right teams to get her vision done.
Her visuals, my nigga,
bitch,
are top notch.
They're beautiful.
Like,
every fucking frame is a photo, girl.
Parkwood could direct a movie with Beyonce not even in it,
Woo!
and that shit would just be beautiful. Like,
Woo!
the shots are just so
They're gorgeous.
great.
They're
like,
gorgeous.
Like,
I'm sick of this bitch. I'm sick of her.
I cannot take it.
God
it is
damn.
too much. I can't handle it. It's all happening to me again. I've watched Lemonade no less than 7 times. In the past few days, I listened to the album nonstop. The only thing that I may have listened to other than that is some gospel, bitch, because I had to get on the same page as Christ the King to be like, Lord, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Oh, God. You know what? And I love Beyonce. But one thing I realized over the past few days is that more than Beyonce, I love how happy she makes black girls.
Yeah.
When I was coming back from Boston, the cab driver turned off onto, like by where Dinosaur Barbecue or wherever.
Oh yeah. Over on the west side.
On the west side, he turned over and into Harlem, and at that first light, I shit you not, like this girl was in front of the car, like at the stoplight, dancing to like Sorry or some fucking song, like getting her life. And I'm like, bitch, first of all, girl, it's like 4:00 in the morning. Like, what's going on?
That's the perfect time.
Just complete joy. If anybody's gonna be there for you, for black women, and being like, bitch, I got your back. For it to be Beyonce, it's just,
and it feels
I love
good.
That.
It feels really good to see Beyonce acknowledge her black womanness in her music now. Like, and I don't care what happened to make her decide that she wanted to start talking about race more, because I know she didn't always feel that way. I don't care if it was having Blue Ivy. I don't care if it was seeing police brutality. I don't care if it was Solange. Whatever it was that got Beyonce to say, you know what? I'm going to start deliberately speaking up and saying, black women, you the shit. Whatever reason that came about, I can't do nothing but thank God, because this shit is just so good.
And just put it in music.
It's just so good.
She doesn't like...
In music and in visuals. Like, the fact that there are white people who think that this is not for black women, it's just like, did we watch the same program? I don't really
understand why that.
You must be talking about something else. Like, you must be talking about some other shit.
Because y'all be listening to future shit, and if that ain't some shit for niggas, then I don't know what is. And you are at every single club with your white friends, your white bros, and your fucking girlfriends and all that stuff, and you be bopping up and down, and you enjoy it anyway. And it's still not for you, I guess, unless you're addicted to codeine. But
this is just so good. It's just so good, Beyonce. It's so good, girl.
I made sure that I stayed off of the internet for the entire program. I don't even think that I was on the internet that much, except for when it actually finished the first time. And I went on there to do like my Lady Gaga thing where she was talking about Ryan Murphy. And I was just like, brilliant, unmatched, incomparable, like none other, perfect, fucking visionary.
I saw you being ridiculous.
Over and over again, because bitch, who else? Like, this is why I say I can't even, I don't know really how to like be back and forth with the girls who are pissed at Beyonce, especially like other artists. Like, okay, because she's on like,
I mean, oh well,
she's the platform you're standing on. Like, I don't even.
And I didn't feel a need to argue with these bitches when self-titled dropped. So Lemonade just gives me even more of a reason to be like, listen, check the resume. There's nothing to discuss with you about Beyonce. Period.
I don't know what to tell you.
And we all know it. So the fact that you mad changes nothing.
It doesn't
matter, girl.
And again, I said I'm going to enjoy this era, and I fucking have.
I'm so glad that I'm in the pit. I'm so glad.
Oh,
I'm so glad.
You're going to get your fucking life.
I feel like I will be a different person after this show.
I'm going to check on you.
Okay. That might be for the best. Yes.
I feel like it's going to be. Please.
I'm going to stay hydrated.
Yes. Bring water with you.
Plenty of rest.
Have one drink, if a drink
I'm
at
not
all.
drinking in the pit. Listen, I'm too old for daytime drinking. I can't do that. I can't stand up for hours and drink. It's one or the other. So I'm planning on staying, well, not sober, but no alcohol. So, and I'm wearing comfortable shoes, but something cute.
I'm hoping to get my Ivy Park ensemble.
Okay.
By that time.
Yeah. I definitely need to start putting some thought into it, because I can't. Beyonce might see me, and I don't want her to see me in real life for the first time and me looking like, I do every other day.
I was thinking about, because, I forget quite often that I was in the pit at Revel. And she
touched you, yeah.
She looked in my face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that happened to me.
Yes, it did. And I don't know how you forget that, because I remember it all the time.
Because it's almost like too good to be true. Like, did that actually happen to me in my life? It actually did. And so, like, we've met. Essentially,
yes, y'all have. I mean, like, she shook your hand. She held your hand.
She greeted me. She looked directly at me and was like, "Oh, hello. Well, yes, fine. Yes."
Like she recognized you. Like, oh, right, the boy with the videos.
That is too much.
No,
I think
that's
that she was
not
just
too
being
much.
kind.
No, I think she knows.
That's the thing that she does.
I'm almost
people in the
certain
pit.
Beyonce knows who you are.
Look, if you play your cards right, it'll happen to you as well.
Somebody told me that Beyonce has laughed at your video.
That's a lie.
Okay, whatever.
That is a lie.
Because the same person told you and you said that is a lie.
That has never happened.
Okay, we'll talk about it
Nobody
later.
told me that.
Okay, well, never mind then. Maybe that's a secret and I just told it.
It's not a secret. That's never happened.
Okay.
Unless it's a secret that I don't know about.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I just told it. Anyway, let's move.
You go straight to hell. Like, that's what you do. You cannot play with somebody's emotions.
I'm not
like
playing
that.
with your emotions. Somebody did tell me that, but I don't want to say who in case I was wrong about it right now and, it gets put out on the damn show. So, but we'll talk about it later. Anyway. Okay, you know what?
So I just want to move forward into just like, we have to do like a break. Like, we have to just go piece by piece here and really, if you expected for this to be like a show where we do the things that we typically do, where we talk about other celebrities or you or things that pissed them, like,
no,
I guess we'll see you next lifetime or next week, really, because all we're doing today is talking about Lemonade.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm same, like, okay.
Same.
So
wavelengths.
So the first one is Pray You Catch Me.
It is. Man.
I love that song. But the visual of her in the beginning where she's like on the little stage in front of the curtain.
Yeah.
And she like slowly rolls up. It's almost like she's saying, bitch, let me tell you about this shit. Like, it's just like.
Yes, it was. That song, though, lyrically, I could tell by that song that something was very wrong. Like, I remember looking at the clock and it being like 9:04, and I said, this is Beyonce's divorce announcement. Like, that song, apparently there's some sort of dialogue about whether this is about Jay-Z, and I'm like, how could it not be? How could this not be about Jay-Z?
I don't think that it's about Jay-Z. I don't think it's that simple. I think that there's definitely parts of it that are inspired by her relationship and her marriage with Jay-Z, but I think a lot of it is meant to be relatable. I think a lot of it is meant to be like, look, at the end, like, look how she has lifted up her marriage and been talking about how much she loved this nigga and gone on tour with him and all of this stuff. So it's like, hey, at the same time, like, some bullshit may happen and it's okay to feel a way about it. It's okay to want to kill this bitch and it's okay to be like, all right.
Yeah, I don't think it's like autobiographical, track by track, lyric by lyric, this is my life.
But I don't think it's not about him.
Right. Like, some of these lyrics are so fucking personal that it's like, okay. Clearly some shit went down.
She took her ring off and threw it at the camera.
Bitch, and straight. So anyway, but yes, like I was saying, like, it seemed to me early on that something was clearly very wrong with Beyonce, or like she had something serious that she felt needed to be addressed, like just straight from the beginning of the album.
Well, I think I started to catch on to it after the scene that I really loved, when Pray You Catch Me was done, and she's in the water. Like, when she jumped off the
roof, yeah.
Which, first of all, was very jarring. Like,
and I said to myself, the only reason you can watch this is because Beyonce is not gonna fall splat on that concrete.
But I was like, how do we know that she won't do it? Like, you CGI, or like, I was just like, I don't know what's about to happen, and I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I had to talk myself through it.
I was like, no, it's fine. It's gonna be okay.
Because I wanted to cover my eyes. I was like nervous.
So she goes into the water, then she does that whole scene in the room where she's like this fabulous mermaid monster,
beautiful
witch thing, and then opens those doors and all the water comes out. But you remember she said something like, "Are you cheating on me?" Like, when she said that, I was like, "Oh, girl."
But in the beginning, though, in Intuition, when she said, "You remind me of my father, a magician able to exist in two places at once," that's when I was like, "Oh shit." That's it. Like, that line right there. And then she started it off with, "I tried to make a home out of you," which should have tipped me off right then that Worcestershire has something to do with this, because she has a very famous poem with a line
that's
like
her
that
poem,
in it.
yeah.
Right. So it's adapted for this, but it just made me nervous right off the top. But you're right. When she came straight out and said, "Are you cheating on me?" I said, "Oh, this is about to get very real." Very. And then we met Hot Sauce.
So I love Hold Up for so many reasons. First of all, like I've said 1 million times, those reggae songs are any song with a little bit of reggae influence, usually.
Right.
It is like, it gets me.
And this song is fucking excellent.
It's so good. It's so fucking
It's an excellent
good.
use of the yeah sample.
And I loved, okay, the bat thing was cute. And I did notice the hot sauce part like immediately. And I was like, this
crafty bitch.
How the fuck does this fucking bitch have a musical movie on HBO and have the nerve to also have Easter eggs? Like,
right.
What?
Right.
I'm sorry?
Because I definitely heard Countdown.
What? So, okay, anyway.
I said this bitch!
And so, all right.
But what's interesting about Hold Up is that it's where denial goes into anger. Like, it's that transition between, at first she was like, I'm suspicious that some shit is going on. And now she's like, okay, I know it is. And now I'm moving into the anger part of like my experience with your black ass.
She was like, wait a minute. None of these hoes out here are going to do for you.
She was so confused. Like, and you know, confusion and anger are right next to one another, because when you cannot understand how a nigga could look at somebody else and compare them to you, I mean, it's just, of course you're going to be irate.
What?
Of course you are.
I feel like the video was really cute, and it kind of made me feel like she was channeling Solange, because she had on that big yellow dress, and you know, Solange looked yellow. And also, like, I felt like it was her way of saying, oh, I will fuck some shit up too.
Right.
Like, I don't, because you know, Solange don't play, period.
Yeah.
And I felt like that. I also kind of felt like she reminded me of like a black Harley Quinn in the ways. Like, she was very like.
I don't know nothing about that.
Harley Quinn is, the Joker's
girlfriend?
Psychotic homicidal girlfriend.
Oh, okay. She does all that. So,
yeah, and she carries a bat.
But I love that Beyonce was smiling the whole time. Like, she looked so happy to be wrecking all this.
Crazy smile, exactly.
It was fantastic. It was just like, yes, I'm wrecking all of this shit and I'm doing it gleefully because, nigga, I'm me. Like, nobody loves you the way I do. So what is even happening here? My swag. And not somebody asked me, I know in real life asked me why Beyonce sampled Carrie Hilson. I said, I ought to slap you. Beyonce sampled whom?
That is not.
I said, bitch, get the fuck on. You don't remember Soulja Boy?
That is not a Carrie Hilson song.
It's not. So kiss my ass.
And that's the real gag about a bitch, because you're not getting a single cent off that goddamn sample, girl. Like, it's not your record.
But anyway.
So then we phase into the anger part, and she drives that goddamn monster truck. She was like, I'm actually done with the bad little boy. You can have this back. I'm just going to drive over the cars now with this goddamn monster truck.
Oh, but she came for Jay's neck and Hold Up, too, when she did that whole part about, you know, what if you had never got out the streets and did this? Would you still be you, nigga? No. I'm the reason, and you welcome.
That also was where I was like, oh, God.
I said, oh, fuck.
Like, wait a minute.
And then it got really worse.
Right. And it just kept going.
Right. It kept getting worse. I was like, oh, so this is definitely a divorce announcement. Like, I was prepared for Beyonce to be like, so anyway, all the single ladies. Just was ready.
I was like really scared.
Because she was making these direct hits.
Very specific. Very specific.
That's why I'm like, I could see if it was, you know, from her mom's perspective or a general woman's perspective, but so many of this was shots at that nigga. Like,
but when I thought about it, I was like, there has to somehow round out and be okay in the end, because she shot all of that shit in New Orleans. He was with her the whole fucking time.
Well, I didn't know
so
that
I was
part,
like, he had to. You remember when she shot when they were talking about how she like had the whole fucking the stadium?
Oh yeah, the
that she was in.
Oh right,
he was with her.
Huh, but so still, that could have been a thing for Blue Ivy. I don't know. I was just thinking divorce immediately.
I was terrified
because look, the bitch Beyonce don't never talk about her life at all, and now she fucking putting out diss records about her husband.
She's talking about her husband all the time too. So the nigga acting crazy. She's like, fuck it. Well, let me show you what I get done.
But I didn't think it was gonna get worse than that, and it definitely did. Like,
so let's just move on then to.
Jesus.
First of all, I
God.
love how it phased in, and she had that little part. She was talking about wearing the bitch's skin over her skin.
Oh yeah,
her hair over my hair.
That's anger.
And turn her teeth into confetti, and use her sternum as a bedazzled cane.
And we can all take a picture together. You like, and your perfect woman.
I love this.
So Beyonce is angry, pissed, and telling the world it's okay for me to feel this way because my husband cheated on me. He violated the trust we have. He violated our relationship, our covenant before God. I'm angry. And you gonna get this anger.
And I will kill everybody.
Right. She made it clear. I'll kill you and her. Like, just so there's no, I will fuck me up a bitch.
And then
She'll get it.
Have a #1 album.
And you'll get it.
So Don't Hurt Yourself.
Standout record.
Favorite song. This is my favorite song on the whole entire album for so many reasons.
My God.
But I immediately caught the Prince. And I was like...
Yeah. It made me sad.
I cried. I did cry. When she said, don't play... Like, when you play me...
You play yourself.
I was like, that's the Prince...
Don't play yourself.
I instantly started crying. Because I was like, bitch, this man just died. Right. Like, how did... What?
Right. And it made me wish that he had been able to see this.
Right. It almost felt like, to me, because I love Jack White and I love the White Stripes and all that stuff.
Jack White.
But it almost felt like Prince was supposed to be on it, but he was like, my nigga, I can't do it. I'm out here picking vegetables with Oprah, and then we gonna fly to Sweden. I don't. It's just like he was busy.
Right. I live a real germ-free lifestyle.
But it just sounded. I love the song.
It's fantastic.
It's such a great song. It's so like bold. I love when she talks her shit.
Yes.
I loved how she was like, girls, this is how you wear cornrows with a fur. Like, I just want you bitches to know, like, this is
how you wear that Yeezy shit, girl. This is it right here. I'm showing you.
The aesthetic that you're going for, this is what
this is what it's supposed to look like.
You're welcome.
So just so you know. But she came straight out with, who the fuck do you think I am? Or just straight up, like, nigga, I'm not these other bitches out here. I don't know who the fuck you thought you was talking to, but I will get up and go fuck the next nigga now. Like, I'm not the one. You're not just gonna be fucking around on me and it's just gonna be cute and we ain't gonna have no conversation, no problems about it. Like
the Malcolm X segment.
Oh, that was everything. That's another reason. How could you not think this is for black women? Straight up, just verbally, just word for word affirming black women. Like,
was there a white person in it?
Yeah, at the very end.
The couples and stuff.
The couples and stuff. And there's a white girl on the sidewalk during Hold Up. While she's breaking all that shit.
Okay, so no.
So no, not really. But listen, you got your representation. It's like at least 4 white people in Lemonade.
I love that shot of her rising up off of the ground. All of that creep shit, that American Horror Story bullshit. I love it. But then she also goes, that part that says, God is God and I am not.
Yes. I think she put that up there just because she knew how y'all was going to act. When Jack White said, love God herself, she knew that niggas was gonna be like, they gonna think I'm calling myself God. Let me just.
And I mean, so many people, even myself included, would like compare Beyonce to Jesus and call her Beezus and stuff. I thought that the Beezus thing was funny. Like, I used to just think the shit was funny. But some people will be like, oh, you know, I'm just so thankful that Beyonce died for our sins and stuff. Like, and Keith will text me and be like, why does everybody just have to be so extra? Beyonce is the greatest thing ever, but she's not Christ.
Right.
I'm like,
exactly.
So I thought that was great. Don't Hurt Yourself is definitely my favorite song.
It's so good. And that second, I wish she had taken the lyrics of the first verse and put them with the anger of the second verse, because I feel like it would have been so much more powerful, because she was so much madder on that second, who the fuck you think I am? And so if she would have followed that up with, you ain't married to no average bitch, and I'll bounce this fat ass to the next dick.
I love that she said, though, tonight I'm fucking up all your shit. Because again, it's that anger. So it's like, the more I start to talk, you know, when you piss at somebody, it's like, the more I start to talk to you about this bullshit, the angrier I get. Yes. And then my voice just that's how I felt.
And then her look, the look on her face when she looked at the camera and said, I'm just too much for you. Like, I figured out the problem. The problem is that
we can't handle me.
You can't handle, like, see, I thought there was something wrong with me. And the fact is that you are inadequate. Damn. I almost had myself fucked up.
That sucks.
This is a fantastic message to send to black girls. If your nigga violates you, it's not something wrong with you. It's something wrong with him. Period.
Thank you. Like, thank you. Because it doesn't matter who you are. And we've said that before. Like, you could be the perfect fucking person in the entire world, finest. You could have everything cooked, clean, do whatever. If a nigga's get like a horrible
you
nigga,
could be Beyonce.
You could be Beyonce. So
that's the point.
There it is. So then there's Sorry.
Yes.
Which I love the shot on the bus. Was that Jay-Z sitting in the bus?
I don't think so.
You know what I'm talking about though? Like,
because at first I was like, who is that? But no, I don't think it was him.
Okay.
But it would have been hilarious if it was. Like,
I'm like, as the thing was going on, and I again thought to myself, like, he has to have heard this before. Like, you know, they're still together or whatever. So to me, it was like, she went to him and was like, I'm writing a whole ass album about your goddamn bullshit.
And what?
And I'm saying whatever the fuck I want to. Okay, the set list, shit starts, we're shooting at 9 a.m. Prompt, be there. This is what you're going to be wearing. Make sure that you get to wardrobe on time and be in place.
And of
Jay-Z said, yes, ma'am.
That's correct. I sure will be there. Because part of what he had to do to prove himself worthy of her even considering taking him back was accept that she was going to have to process her anger.
Humble your shit,
you have to humble yourself.
And allow
Ego and pride is why we got into this, which she says in a further song. Your pride is why we are in this problem right the fuck now. And so you are going to have to humble yourself if you think I'm going to get back with you. Like, you have devastated me, nigga. It ain't no flowers and candy type situation over here. You ain't
gonna be holding on to these goddamn calves for too much longer, bitch.
I'm positive she left. Like, I'm positive she left for probably a few months. Took Blue with her. Maybe weeks, I don't know, but a while. I feel like she was gone long enough for him to realize, look, I'm not playing with you.
By the time they got to the house, she was like, so I made sure they had my bag packed. The jet is already heated up. You ain't gonna see me no more, nigga. Like,
yeah. And Jay-Z had to realize, wow,
I made you cry when I walked away.
Sacrificed my marriage for some bitch. And it don't matter who, it really doesn't, because the people who are important to this story are in the story. So it doesn't matter who the bitch is.
I mean, come on.
It doesn't. It just really doesn't count at all. Nobody, it could be any number of hoes. I don't care.
But see, again, that's what I'm saying about, like, the pop culture of today and like the mess and stuff, and it's fun, but it's like you can't, it's almost like some people are incapable of getting the actual message because you're so stuck on the mess. Like, it wasn't about
it's not about the mess, right?
It was, or how it happened, or what it was. It's just like some shit could have happened,
right?
This is how I feel about it. This is how I express it. That you went through the same thing more than likely. This is what it's about.
Yes.
It's about making lemonade out of lemons.
Exactly.
It's about life handing you bullshit and dealing with it.
And you dealing with it. And I don't know how y'all saw, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce and she took him back, so y'all to take me back. Like, we didn't watch the same program because Jay-Z had to submit himself to his wife. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
You still waiting for that nigga to put a ring on it.
Like, it's not the same as whatever bullshit 6-month relationship you and your girlfriend are going through. Nobody cares. Like, we're talking about these people who have a type of connection I don't even know about because they have been together 15 years, 16 years, something crazy. They have a child together, living and dead. I don't even understand that kind of bond between two people. But I know that if Beyonce was angry enough to put out this very personal shit, that nigga Jay-Z had to humble himself in every way imaginable to get her ass back.
And
she says so all throughout this album.
You have, like, cheater or not, you have nothing that Jay-Z has. Like, you have nothing.
I wasn't even gonna bring up that part.
You have nothing. So, like, don't be talking about, forgiveness and, bitch, and this is how to do. No, you suck. Like, you have nothing. Like, nothing.
Right.
So don't compare yourself and all these niggas that you've been out here sharing your girlfriend and sharing your boyfriend for 3 months and you trying to relate. Like,
right.
I mean, sure.
So sorry brings in apathy. That's I think the process or whichever one flashed up on the screen at that
Pretty
point.
Sure it was apathy.
And I mean, as soon as I saw Serena in that bodysuit coming down.
I have 3 simple words. Serena fucking Williams.
Woo!
I was just like, so she's just like, she's coming for blood. Like, Beyonce is literally chopping holes in the throat. Like, that's when I knew it was popping. Like,
look at all this look at these 2 legendary motherfuckers, right? Like, Serena fucking Williams, the greatest female athlete of all time.
Just here to twerk.
Just here to make some faces at the camera and bounce my ass a little bit. And I love that it was shot very clearly from, like, a woman's gaze or not a sexual based gaze. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like a bunch of ass shots of Serena. It wasn't like super close up. It was just like 2 girls having fun. Right. It wasn't about sex. It wasn't about turning on men. It was about saying the exact opposite. Nigga, I actually don't give a fuck about you. I'm with my girls. We having a good time. Whatever you feel, you over there crying. Or now you want to call me crying. Now you want to say you're sorry. That petty shit, I love it. That's so real. When y'all nigga do, you like,
That's like my
now you
second
feel
favorite
bad.
part of the song.
Right, okay. Well, I'm actually over here having a great time. So.
I don't even give a fuck about you.
Right.
Boy, bye.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
It's such a good song. I love all of the visuals from it and the dancing, and it's obviously something. I love that the bus said boy bye on it.
Yeah.
I love the change of the beat. And when she's sitting there in that goddamn motherfucking royal ass, Spartan ass bikini with this goddamn braided crown looking like.
That's probably one of my top 3 favorite looks from the whole fucking album. That was gorgeous. And she straight up told that nigga, me and my baby will be just fine. Our lives will be great. She said earlier, I don't need your money. You can certainly keep it. It means nothing to me. I'm quite wealthy on my own. So if you think that there's something you can offer me other than your total and complete redemption, the answer is no. Like, there's nothing you can give Beyonce. You have to change, nigga.
And I would really like for this to work deep down in my soul because we've just been together so very long.
I love you so fucking much. I don't understand why you feel like you don't deserve my love. You do. I love you so much. But why do you do this?
If you are like set on being this way, I will take my...
I will have to leave.
First of all, it will be nothing for me to find someone else when I choose to do that.
Literally, nigga, do you know who Please, let's not even.
I don't need any kind of support or alimony. I don't need any kind of financial assistance.
I just need you to sign the paperwork.
I am not only wealthy, but I will be bringing in a whole set of additional wealth with this new tour. I'm fine. My baby will know nothing but the finest.
Her life will not change significantly at all. Like, I mean, she will certainly miss you as a father if you choose not to show up, but Blue Ivy will never go without. So what exactly is my incentive here?
I'm not losing anything.
And you have to be, if your man is not willing to redeem himself and change his behavior after he has violated you, then it's not worth it. And Beyonce said, nigga, try me. Please do, because you will lose your wife.
And I just want to quickly say, since there isn't going to be a read segment, I could just do this. Leave the Becky thing alone. First of all, nobody knows who the fuck Becky is.
Girl.
I don't think that Becky is I don't believe that Becky is even a specific person. Like, I don't think the line was like, hey, everybody, let's go on this Becky scavenger hunt and find out who the bitch with the good hair is.
Becky's don't even have good hair because nobody uses the term good hair for white people. So if y'all thought Becky was white, then that doesn't make any sense. And if you think Becky is a black girl with quote unquote good hair, good luck finding out which black girl with type 3 hair it is. I mean, really, that doesn't narrow it down to any fucking body.
When she said Becky, I assumed that she meant a dick sucker. AKA
yes,
because the song Becky is about getting head.
Right.
Is it inspired by white girls because Plies seems to believe that white girls give the best head? Sure. But that didn't stop any of you girls coming down to my city on Memorial Day weekend and backing it up on niggas with a cranberry vodka and a margarita in your fucking hands. Like, oh yeah, Becky. It didn't stop you when Sir Mix-a-Lot was calling you Becky. None of this stuff. Like, you lived for it. But Beyonce is saying Becky and not even talking about a white girl, and you mad. Sure, girl. Figured, why not?
I figured Becky was like a placeholder for thought or, just general hoe. Like,
just general
just
hoe.
Some hoe.
Some hoe that
I see these boppers all the time. Like, it don't even matter. It doesn't matter. The people who needed to be included were included.
But you wouldn't know that anyway because you don't get it.
No, you don't. And you know why you don't get it? I mean, everything about it is her terms are black. Her facial expressions are black. When she gets up all up in the camera and don't hurt yourself, nigga. I said, Beyonce, I'm feeling every single bit of this. Like, yes, it makes her more relatable to show that she has been through some real shit. Yes, of course it does.
But it's not about you.
So
let's take a break.
Yeah.
Pay some bills.
I'm so
then we're
full.
Going to continue.
I'm so full.
Hey, y'all. Do you have a man at home that's not with Becky? Well, if he has coarse, curly, or insensitive skin, I think that you should go ahead and treat him. And go over to getbevel.com.
That's right.
And get this razor. It is amazing. It works just the way that we say it does. It looks really, really fancy. The kit comes with all of these things that you can get your sexy on. Your skin will feel like velvet or like a really expensive like cake. Something just delicious. And so many people have to deal with like discoloration, razor bumps, irritation, and we hate that shit. And so just make sure that you get this razor and do yourself a favor.
Yes, Bevel has been blowing up lately. They're in Targets like all across the country now, and it's obvious that it's working. It is the absolute best shaving system out. So again, it's made specifically for people with coarse curly hair and sensitive skin. My brother loves the bevel kit that I got for him, and you're gonna love it too. Just go to getbevel.com today and use code FREEREAD to get your first month of membership totally free. That's getbevel.com and use code FREEREAD to get your first month free. Let Bevel know that we sent you. And now let's get back to the show.
So the next song is called 6 Inch. And I didn't know where that could have gone. But
well, I think she titled it that way deliberately.
Yeah, she's talking about shoes.
Yeah.
Rude. So I just feel like I love the symbolism of the hallway. I like the song a lot. I love the Shackle Slay.
And I like The Weeknd on it. I'm going to say it. I do.
I like that, she gave me very little Weeknd. There was not very much. From the moment that I heard his voice in the song when I was watching it, I was like, oh, God, yeah. Beyonce. But there was not very much from him. So I was like, all right, great.
Were you really worried about it, though?
Yes, I was worried he was going to be all over that goddamn song and I was going to be bored the whole time or just disgusted. But, he was, it was a very small part. And it's not like he's awful. I just don't like the sound of his voice. I don't like it. So...
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not my favorite song on the album or anything, but I've enjoyed,
I like it towards the end. I love the little breakdown at the end.
I love that she's continuing to talk her shit on this. Like, well, all I do, well, maybe not her necessarily, but this woman, I stack my fucking money. I'm worth my shit. I'm worth every dollar. I'm worth all the time that you spend. Like,
I work my ass off. I'm an independent bad bitch. But at the same time, I'm also a little bit lonely right now. And
she misses him, right?
Missing this nigga because I'm human. Forgive me.
Right. And she works nonstop, obviously. And of course, you're going to miss the nigga that you married. Like,
that you've been with since he was like younger than me.
Oh my God.
Way younger than me.
Yikes. So, but yeah.
So, yeah.
It seemed like more of a transition type song than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I wasn't even really crazy about that visual.
I liked it. I liked the red. I figured all the red symbolized something. I'm not sure entirely what yet.
I think she was talking about her uterus, wasn't she?
Well, oh God.
Because didn't she say something right before it about like orgasms and whatever?
Yeah, and something about uterus tilling blood. I'm not sure if that's
and there was that red, that slow
but specifically at the end though, when she was standing and it was like still this red sort of filter on her and she was in that lacy white thing and then everything was on fire, yeah. Right? I'm like, no, that's something.
One of my favorite visuals from the shit too.
Yeah, that shit looked amazing. I said, this bitch is so fucking gorgeous, but that's just an amazing shot.
And so then, oh girl, so here you go. Daddy lessons. From there it goes into, okay,
my
so
God.
I miss this nigga and I hate this nigga at the same time.
Yeah. It's
this
confusing.
is probably what my mama felt like.
And that's another sad realization that a lot of Black girls have had to have. Like, my father may have been, an okay or a good father, but he was a terrible fucking partner. Like, he was actually a horrible husband to my mother. And it's kind of hard to put that into context until you are also grown and then throw on top of it, like, dealing with the same shit now.
Right.
Like,
you got to be ultra pissed.
Right.
Because she's already expressed herself openly about how she felt about that and being supportive of her mother and not seeing it. Her relationship with her daddy was strained.
Right.
All of that stuff. So now here this bullshit comes to. No, everybody has to die. Everyone just has to die. So.
And I love that she shot it in New Orleans and used that Black man playing the guitar and had it transition from jazz into country just to remind all you white hoes where your beloved genre comes from, because it is us, just in case you thought it wasn't. That was so deliberate.
Did you see CMT tweeted some shit like, is Beyonce's new song really? No, do you consider it country or something
I saw that. And something about it might not be country because she didn't record it in Tennessee or some shit. Sweetheart, listen.
What?
Sweetheart, listen. Apparently. Girl, first of all, do I need to remind you that you're owned by Viacom, which means that if Beyonce wants a CMT award, she'll get it. And that's it. Okay? If they tell Beyonce, listen, we'll give you Best Country Song of the Year if you show up to this event.
HBO's already submitted this fucking film for an Emmy. She's like...
That's if she even wanted to be entertained with a country music award. That's
this
just to say I'm the first black woman to get a country music award. If I fucking want to, I will get me a fucking country... Like, I don't even care what you say on the internet about that. That don't even fucking matter.
Means nothing.
But she straight up put it there.
I did love the transition from, the jazz and that New Orleans sound and saying Texas.
Just to remind y'all, your shit comes from us. And you think it's yours, but country black people, Southern black people love country music. And I've just been trying to tell all you niggas for so long that I love country, and that is not unusual.
It's regional. I acknowledge that it definitely is regional. And Beyonce is from fucking Texas. I feel like Texas, New Orleans, like Louisiana, Tennessee,
it's a real
all of those places
country
like
black
love
people.
Country music.
It's good,
and so
because it tells great stories. And I thought Beyonce did an excellent job of laying out the accountability portion of this project and how it ties into this song. Right, because lyrically it fucked me up.
I didn't really.
And see, some of y'all didn't even give Lemonade. Some of y'all didn't give Daddy Lessons the attention it deserved because you don't like country.
I love the song for what it is. I love the fact that she made a country song to be like, oh, bitch, but also as well. Like,
right. Just so you know.
Just so you know. And
I do it all.
Be mad if you would like. I mean, I'm selling boycott Beyonce shirts, so do whatever you want. But I do this as well, and probably better than you.
Yeah.
I personally am not a huge country fan. Like, the country music that I like, there's not much like new country I like, and also growing up where I grew up is not very like country based, you know what I'm saying? So like the country music I would listen to would be like fucking Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton, like old ass Johnny Cash, like old ass country music. But I like the song for what it is, and I like I like that part. But
I love that I felt like this was one of the times where she was kind of asking black men to take a look at themselves and be like, what type of man are you versus what type of man do you tell your daughter to look for? Like, really examine yourself. Are you the type of man that you would want your daughter to entertain? Like, look at the messages that you're sending her in the way you treat her mother versus the way you treat her.
Because she had a little part where it cut out and she was sitting with her dad when she was a kid.
Yes.
And he was talking about like her granddad.
Right. Like, what would we do if your grandparents were here? And
have fun. And then it cuts to him playing with Blue, which is great that he gets to see the baby.
It was so heartwarming, but it was like something in that was like, Beyonce saying, I had to work to a point where I could get this way with my father, because really dealing with the way he treated my mama, especially after they were famous and there was a whole big public thing and all these auxiliary children he got and all this other shit. Like, that's a lot to have to fucking deal with. And so for us to get to this point where I want Blue to have a good relationship with this nigga, and they just playing, jumping on the bed, it ain't no real shit. But like, I thought she was really telling black men, like, look at yourselves and the way you treat women, and look at what you tell your daughters versus how you actually are. Everything
is so thought out and everything is so deliberate. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said I couldn't do an early episode. I have to watch this 5 million times.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know that I probably still didn't catch a bunch of shit. Like, there's so many little symbolic things and little messages and stuff, but everything is so thought out and so intentional. And that's why I don't even understand how she cranks this shit out. Like, how you shoot this shit in like 2 weeks, my nigga, and everything's just a secret and we done. Like, okay, sure. I don't even understand how they come up with some of these visuals. Like,
right.
Do you know it all ahead of time, or do you just go there and be like, oh, let's do this and let's do that and let's do this too? Like,
she's been shooting since at least December. Well, I don't know when she wrapped shooting, but she was shooting, in December of last year. So I don't know if the editing process took, a long time or whatever. But whatever this bitch's timeline is, whenever she decides to do, like, this is why I don't rush Beyonce. This is why I'm never stressed out about where she is, because whenever she comes back, it's going to be worth it. It just is. I think I biked 15 miles yesterday with this album on repeat, just on a constant loop, just trying to understand the story, like the message that she was getting out, like the big picture, and not just, the mess.
That was the first time I think that we saw Conventionary Wallace in the video too.
I thought she was at the very beginning.
Oh, she might have been.
But
because there was a whole bunch of all the girls were in the beginning at like one point, I think.
Yeah. Like, when you go back and look at it, you're like, oh my God, no, she was right there, or somebody else was there. I saw Winnie Harlow, I think, at least twice.
Yeah, I did see her a bunch of times.
Yeah. But anyway, which song?
Love Drought.
I was like,
is that a good or a bad?
I mean, no, it's not a bad thing at all. But that was where I was like, wait, what's happening here? Because she had been so mad And it had been like, all of these emotions that I understood. And then it was something like, I don't know, like positive, like... And it felt foreign to me. Because, I haven't had this super deep relationship. So when I have been cheated on, I go through the anger part and then I leave you. So there's nothing else.
You go so you stop after 4.
Yes.
5 maybe.
No, I definitely do sorry. But
yeah, you
I don't
go
get
into
to
sorry
love drop.
and then you done.
I don't get to love drop. So when I first experienced it, I was like, well, what is this? Like, so you entertaining him? Like, what? It took me a while to get it.
Because she was laying down in that stadium in the middle of it
at
by
the
herself,
Superdome, right?
Crying. And so it's like, I have all of this bullshit, but I miss this nigga. And this is bullshit. Like, what is life?
Yeah.
And then it transitions into this beautiful ass video where it's like, her homegirls come and they're like, girl, fuck all that shit. We about to go and stand in the middle of this bayou, bitch, and start praying. Like, we don't have time. We're going to uplift you.
That was beautiful. Beautiful. New Orleans is perfect. It's perfect. She shot almost all of it in New Orleans. It's just beautiful. It's just
I like
fucking
Love
free.
Drought a lot.
I mean, I like the song, but understanding the song is what took me a while.
I understand the difference.
Because I was really confused. I was like,
fair.
How do you talk to a nigga after he does this to you? Like, it was hard for me to get. So, but
I don't think that I've ever. Let me be quiet.
Something I saw like the 28th time I watched this is like right when it transitions into this song Love Drought, there's a reversal of that scene in Don't Hurt Yourself where she takes off her ring and throws it. It's reversed and the ring comes back up and back.
What? How did I
into
miss
her hand?
this?
Because it's like a 1 second clip. But like I said, I watched this movie.
That's fine. It's
nonstop.
on iTunes. That is directly in front of me.
So once I noticed that part, I was like, okay, so this is where she decides to pick the ring back up and try again. But like I said, I don't ever really get to this sort of stage with niggas, so I was really confused.
It's like, what? Forgiveness.
And from then on, I was slightly not for the whole thing, but every time she said something nice, I was confused.
I knew that was going to happen. Like, I knew it was going to happen.
I was.
And from the beginning, I was just... Don't Hurt Yourself was really awkward for me. Like, I was sitting in my hotel room by myself, like looking around, like, oh, God. Like,
me too. I said, so she's doing this. I said, she's really doing this.
I was so uncomfortable, but at the same time, it was, like, awesome. So, yeah, I feel... I kind of expected, especially when I saw the stadium part.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, at some point, this is going to be about... Like, she's going to bring it full circle and be like...
And that's when she talks about reformation. And that's when I got it. Like, this is the part where Jay-Z had to prove that he had really changed, or whoever this is, had to prove that he was a different person in order to get her back.
And your man, and your man, and your man, and all these other niggas who have probably done you wrong, but you wanted to give a second chance to. It's not just about her. Like, obviously, a lot of it is so specific that like, something happened, obviously.
But I've never even allowed somebody to redeem themselves. And again, it's because I suspect I've never felt that strongly about anyone.
And that's right.
Which is sad because I feel like I've had some very meaningful relationships, but at the same time, I have never been willing to forgive a cheater. Never.
But you're not married and you have not had a fix. Right. Exactly.
That's why it took a while for me. I said, and that's why I spent those days nonstop listening to this, because I said I need to understand how Beyonce got to this place. I have never considered forgiveness. Never.
She's been madly in love with that nigga since I was
and that's what I had to get. Listening to it for the 200th time, Beyonce is saying, girl, yes, forgiveness is possible, but you have to be very, very in love with a nigga, and he has to prove to you that he is totally willing to change his behavior. Like, it's not some easygoing shit, which is comparatively all that I have experienced. So
when it went into Sandcastles, right, and so much emotion.
Sandcastles broke my heart. The Sandcastles is where I actually burst into tears.
I didn't cry at Sandcastles.
I did. When her voice cracks and she says, "What is it about you?" That fucked me up. Oh shit, I can't think about it. Oh God.
Oh, is it happening now?
Oh my God.
But you don't have feelings.
I do though.
You have feelings for Beyonce because you love Beyonce.
Well, Beyonce and I are kin.
Shit, yeah.
I mean, and I think it's obvious after last week when we had that listener letter. And I said that I wanted to remember when I was born. And then there's a line in the show, in the movie about...
Absolutely.
Do you remember being born? And when
I didn't even remember that. I didn't realize that.
I said, Beyonce, I just said yesterday that I wanted to go back to the time of my birth. And now you're asking if I remember when I was born.
There's at least 500 people that still believe that you're Angie. So, so you might as well be. I don't see the difference.
I just feel like we are operating on the same wavelength. Like, clearly we're communicating with one another. I feel like I am destined to do something with her, even if it is just me, her. I feel like it is going to happen. So I'm just going to let the universe work. I'm not going to worry about it no more.
The visuals in this fucking part were like also a little hard to watch and just like
very intimate.
Because like the cup, somebody did have to break down to me the cup thing and like the meaning of that cracked cup that was sitting on the table.
Oh yeah.
But then we used to like those little drawings, like the baby's drawings. Yeah. And all of it, I was just like, oh, God, this is so like, oh, so much emotion. I just can't. I'm already emotional.
But I thought it was really powerful to see Jay-Z laying at Beyonce's feet. Like
hugging them calves, my nigga.
And you know, he loves her ankles. He does. I mean, and she has beautiful feet. So why not? Zoom in all you want. But it was just like, I thought it was a deliberate shot showing him in submission to her. Like, yes, nigga, I had to humble myself. I did this shit for the world, and I was glad to do it because I had to do it to get my woman back, and I would do it all over again to get my woman back.
Any one of you bitch-made niggas have a problem with that?
I don't really give a fuck.
Tell me when you fighting to get Beyonce back, and then let's talk about it.
My nigga, you've never been in the position to get Beyonce anything. You couldn't get Beyonce a Pepsi, my nigga, so no, you don't know nothing about this.
You can't even get Shanice from the checking the cash. The check cashier place. You can't even get Shanice to text you back, bitch.
Nigga.
So don't compare yourself to me.
Don't do it.
You're not on my level. You'll never be on my level, Nicole. Don't be.
But even if y'all two regular ass niggas, if your man don't love you enough to change, leave his ass. It's blatant. It's right there.
If that nigga was like, I did cry when she walked away, and I'm here to make this shit work.
And I feel like Jay-Z's next album is going to be pretty good. We'll just see. I just feel like if he's going to talk about
this... Bitch, we can get a Song Cry too, bitch!
Nigga.
Song Cry is my song.
An updated Big Pimpin'? Because you don't mean that shit no more at all. You don't mean that shit at all.
That is the legit...
You don't mean one damn lyric in that song no more.
His next album should just be called Soul Up. That's what he should title it. It's like...
I mean, because she already put it out there, so... And I felt like she also did this to vindicate Solange, like to not.
That's what I'm saying. The yellow dress and Hold Up was like.
Well, I know there's a lot of like ocean references there, which don't get me started because I definitely don't know the details of that. But I felt like part of the releasing this was to say, you know, Solange is not just the type of person to be wilding off and, you know, kicking niggas in the fucking jaw in an elevator, like. Because there were media reports and people talking like kind of shitty about Solange, like she was some violent,
like she needed meds and all kinds of
it's
shit.
Just like no, she's my sister.
Jay-Z did something really bad,
and that was the first. I said, "Oh, this nigga really must have violated."
The very first thing, especially because she was in the elevator, standing there like, "Well," she did not.
Beyonce was not. Even like she wasn't even looking at
him. And she got in the car and left with her sister. And Jay-Z got in a different car. The only time she moved in that elevator was to make sure that her dress didn't get caught.
That was it.
Like that was it.
She was gonna and that is what a sister does. I'm so sorry if you don't understand that type of relationship. But girl, what?
I come from one of my siblings' family, anything.
You disrespected my sister in this manner. I'm beating your ass.
Even friends that are like family, like we just have to box.
You lucky that elevator ride wasn't longer because
them doors opened up. She went for blood again, like, and so she wore that yellow dress and was like, "My nigga, we just get it popping, and that's what it is."
Beyonce was gonna let Solange beat Jay-Z's entire ass, and he wasn't gonna do nothing. I bet you he was not gonna lay one thing on her ass. It would have been over for real.
She probably told the driver, "Pull up to the house,"
right.
And Beyonce's like, "No, we're going to the
let's just go because I can't,
Ritz-Carlton or whatever. Fucking,
please.
Let's just."
Because they already, the footage is gonna leak, girl. Let's just go.
We already fucked. Let's just go to the Hamptons, bitch, to the house. Like, no.
And I feel like she's been planning this ever since.
Ever since then, she was like, I'm just going to write something about it.
Yep, I'm going to just talk about it. This is going to be the way I address it.
I did like Sandcastles is pretty. The video was pretty, kind of hard to watch.
It made me cry. It did make me cry.
What made me cry was the very next one. Oh, God. Forward.
Oh, man.
First of all, I love James Blake's voice. And I knew that Beyonce was a fan of James Blake, but I didn't expect for them to do a song together.
Mm-hmm.
Those fucking shots of all of these women holding these photographs of their sons and husbands and like, I cry every single time I watch it, and it's just like, oh God,
that broke my heart.
That part makes me.
When Mike Brown's mama started crying and she shook her head a little bit, I was like, oh, I can't do this.
Because you could tell she was just like, I don't even know if I can hold it together.
Right. Like, I don't even think I can sit here and hold a picture of my son and like not break down, which is just. But again,
fabulous gowns on them.
I was going to say,
gowns,
once again, this is beautiful
gowns.
And if I'm not mistaken, this was shot at a plantation. I'm pretty sure.
It looked like one.
Yeah, I think so. I think probably the rest of the album was shot at a plantation, I think. So
again, simple.
Beyonce is just right. The symbolism is everywhere with this bitch. She just
then she gets
but Forward was very difficult for me to listen to. Because it sounded painful. She's like, I'm trying to get through this, and she's like slowing down the track, I guess, for added emphasis of like how difficult it is to move forward with this man after what he's done.
But then it also felt like a double entendre.
Come on! You better roll your R.
It sounded like, because with them sitting in the video, it almost felt like, to me anyway, like society needs to move forward, or that we are as a people trying to move forward, and Black women are trying to move forward.
Yeah.
And always being held back. And the pain of that as well. So it felt like a mixture of things.
And I think that makes so much sense. And I love that this album is so good that it is open to everybody's personal interpretation. And it's whatever station you're at in life or whatever life experiences you've gone through affect the way that you receive this. But still, so many of us are able to receive it. This bitch is brilliant. She is just... Don't say nothing to me about Beyonce.
All of these different styles and cultures and whatever.
She's perfect.
So then there's Freedom, when she starts singing a cappella on that stage.
Yes!
This is your favorite song?
This is my favorite song on the album.
I love Freedom.
When I heard Freedom, when she was on stage, and busted out in that acapella, and then the fucking beat came in, I said, oh, nigga.
Yeah, the way the beat came in, like,
I said, that's Just Blaze.
Caught me off. Yes, absolutely Just Blaze, which is also sickening because Just Blaze has been producing for Jay-Z since Jay-Z. So, like, that was like, also, I need a little bit of that.
And I don't know how much Kendrick knew about this, but I do know that he is a total and complete Beyonce stan. If you've never heard his song, Beyonce, go listen to it. It's hilarious. But I'm sure the fact that this nigga is like actually on a song with Beyonce on this album that is like a diss record to Jay-Z, I know he's just feeling so proud of himself because he did us right as a Beyonce stan. He spazzed on that shit. I said, Kendrick, you better go the fuck off. And that song was written by a Black woman. Nigga. It's beautiful.
It's such a good song.
Lyrically, it's flaw-free.
And I loved all of the girls, the Amandas and Zendaya and Renee, everybody sitting in the audience.
Oh my God, yes.
And that shot
and
of
then up in the tree.
Yeah, sitting in the tree. That was like,
that's what I'm saying. They holding Blue Ivy's hand. And they are on a plantation. Black women dressed in white. Like, we are not in service here.
I love that Blue was looking like, so we still shooting this. Blue's face
was like, okay, so listen, I know I was promised goldfish, but how long can a girl wait? I'm tired.
Everybody just looks so very beautiful. I love my hair and makeup, but I'm ready to go sit down.
The song, it's the perfect beat for running. I put it on repeat and ran for like 45 minutes because it's just the most amazing. It's very empowering. And
I went to the gym yesterday and listened to the whole shit from front to back, and I was good the whole time.
When that bitch said, I'm going to keep running because a winner don't quit on themselves, it was like somebody shot me in the heart. It was like, I'm serious. It felt like I needed to hear that exact lyric in my life.
It's a powerful
because
statement.
there are so many times that I do not want to keep going just with anything. Like, there are just so many times that I feel like, what am I doing? I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what's going on. Like, I just want to stop everything. Like, I just want to stop it. And Beyonce's like, no, bitch, you're not actually going to do that. You're actually going to keep going.
Okay, so let's take one more break.
I love that fucking song.
We'll finish up.
I love it. Hey guys, we want to welcome a new sponsor to the show, SeatGeek. SeatGeek can help you get tickets to all kinds of games like basketball, football, whatever. It doesn't really matter because the most important thing SeatGeek can get you is tickets to Beyonce's Formation Tour. That's right. I just checked the app on my phone and they have tickets for here in New York, Atlanta, LA, and Houston. And the prices in Houston are starting at $77. So seriously, you have no excuse. You have to go. And if you even care about anybody else other than Beyonce, I know that tickets for Drake's tour are going on sale this Friday. So hit up SeatGeek to find out when your faves are coming to town. They pull all the tickets available on other sites into one place so you save time and you never miss a deal. And listeners of The Read get a $20 rebate off their first SeatGeek purchase. So that $77 Beyonce ticket just became $57. So really, you have to go now. Download the free SeatGeek app, go to the settings tab and click add a promo code. Enter promo code READ, and SeatGeek will send you $20 after you've made your first ticket purchase. So download the free SeatGeek app today and enter promo code READ today. That's SeatGeek. Let them know we sent you, and let's get back to the show.
Okay, so we're back, and we have one more song, visual, everything to talk about, and that's All Night.
Really? We're at the end already?
We're at the end.
No, we're not. Are we? How?
We have one more song. Unless you want to do Formation too?
Oh, no. Well, I mean, I think Formation
I have some other things I want to talk about.
Okay. It felt too soon almost. Like,
I know, it's already done.
I love this album so much. I cannot. It's perfect. But anyway.
So All Night, I heard that she's going to put out a deluxe edition with some more songs, but I don't know if that's true or not. She has a habit of doing that.
Oh, right. Well, hopefully. We'll see. Fingers crossed. But this song also made me very uncomfortable.
Why?
Because it was full of love.
I don't even know why I asked you that. Like, duh.
I was right, because it was what? Like, I mean, and she obviously leads up to that. Like, listening to the album is a very different experience from watching the movie, because the added dialogue provides a lot of context to the album. So people have been asking me about listening to it. I'm always like, just watch it first so that you get it. The music is like a backup to the show. And
you know something? I feel like, I don't know if she said this, but I'm pretty sure she said this on the last album about, digesting a song or whatever. Like, it's different when you watch a visual for it first. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot easier for you to, I guess, maybe understand the song, whatever.
Right. And I guess that's why I felt so soon, because she goes through a lot of steps and there's a lot being said, like, in between, that you don't catch on the album without, first knowing the show itself. So, but yeah, I was really just like, this is uncomfortable. So you are in love. I mean, so you really did forgive him.
I love it.
I mean, it was
reggae
sweet.
Vibes.
It was very sweet. And I liked the little stud and femme couple. I said, oh, look at Beyonce representing for us. It was nice to see.
These gay couples,
black queers. I said, this is cute. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I know they were on Bourbon Street, so God only knows who all showed up.
That damn sure was.
But yeah,
and
I mean,
also
it was,
like a quick shot of my pregnant belly, just to remind you hoes that you don't know shit.
Just in case somebody thought that I was, and I don't even know how y'all ever thought she was faking that shit. Her nose got so wide.
I mean, we talked about that for the longest time, and I remember everybody, like people I've known my whole life, calling me talk about, so why did Beyonce feel like she needed to fake her pregnancy? And I was like, so why do you feel like that is something that makes sense?
Did you not see Beyonce? Like, I saw her belly grow for months. She
was wearing sheer things.
She wore tops with her stomach out. Like, what?
We put that dumb shit to bed. I just thought that it was funny that she was just like, again, I just want to remind you,
super pregnant
girls,
there. She was very pregnant.
You don't know a goddamn thing.
And I feel like I've seen that clip before.
I remember, maybe I think one of the tours she showed, like she was rubbing her belly or something.
Something like that.
Either way, I love the shot of them all being on the plantation and they were like harvesting crops and shit.
Yeah, bringing stuff, like bringing in all this food and, the symbolism there.
I said, this looked just like the color purple when Celie left Mister, like the new house that they went to.
Yes, and it's all these black girls dressed in white for like this big old natural ass brunch. Like, okay, Beyonce.
Just sitting on the porch. Hanging out, no makeup, just being fine.
Just like, girl, we're good. We get to a place of redemption and things are better. Like, there's a line in here about where she said, my grandma said nothing real can be threatened. I thought that was, well, first of all, was she talking about the woman in the video clip who was talking about lemonade? Because if so, that's Jay-Z's grandma. That's not her grandma. But then I wondered if like she claims her as her grandmother just because of that relationship. And that reminded me of when Solange called Jay her brother and was like, we don't do that in-law thing. So I don't know. I think it just kind of further, like that whole part. And then when she said, with every tear came redemption and my torturers became my remedy.
Ooh, that line.
Nigga. True love brought salvation back into me. Like, this, again, foreign to me, because what is that feeling?
I hope that you can know it one day.
I mean, I feel like I have been in love, but not to the point of being willing to go through this with somebody. Not sure. So if that is, I don't So, but she said, "You're the magician. Pull me back together again the way you cut me in half. Make the woman in doubt disappear. Pull the sorrow from between my legs like silk." Like, she's detailing out in these words that Jay-Z, the magician, the same magician she referred to in the very beginning, like, he has to go ahead and fix the shit that he fucked up. Like, he had to bring her back together. He had to fix the pain that she was going through because he was the sole reason that she was experiencing it. Like, if your man is not willing to fix what he did to you, there's nothing to be done. I just felt like once I got that, the whole album made sense. Like, clearly this is a level of love I don't know shit about, but you know, feeling like you are so secure in your relationship with somebody that y'all can work through that type of thing, and he's willing to prove to you that he's willing to do that kind of work. That's just like, I don't consider their relationship to be a goal, but that kind of love seems like it would be, you know, optimum, I guess.
Right. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah, it is.
Because you always hear about the bad
It made me
shit,
emotional, right.
and you never hear about any of the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be so caught up, like, again, like I said, in how horrible the breakup is and who cheated on who and why. And then what's worse is when it happens in front of the public, everybody starts to dissect it, and then egos get involved from both sides, and that only makes it worse. And then you're just left there with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And the very last line was the audience applauds, but we can't hear them. Like, and really, we're gonna have our reactions to this, all of us, and Beyonce's not gonna know a single fucking word about it unless she wants to. So,
and that's just the greatest part. I feel like, you know, it's very important to acknowledge that Beyonce don't give a fuck about what none of you bitches are talking about, because, girl, what? She doesn't see any of this.
She's performing tonight. She don't give a fuck about y'all. She put this out on Saturday for a reason, so that y'all could go crazy and try to learn the lyrics over the weekend, and she could go to work. She don't give a fuck how we feel. Period.
At all. This is for her.
And I love it.
And we just get to like it.
I really feel like she's past the point of caring about sales and chart positions.
At all. And that was one of the things that somebody was saying to me about, like, it being on Tidal exclusively and not being on Apple at midnight or whenever
for
the next
all
day.
Of 20 hours. What is the stress?
Girl, do y'all just want to be mad? Like,
and you could buy it on Tidal. It had its own separate link.
People don't know that because nobody wants information. She told you to get information, but nobody wants any. And I'm just so confused. I don't understand that.
Right.
But they were like, oh, well, we want to make sure that the Queen has a #1 album. And I was like, of course I want the Queen to have a #1 album too, but look how many she already has. Look at all of these Grammys. Look at all of this money. Look at all of this success.
Fine.
Like, she don't give a fuck if her album is 1,000 because it's sickening. And you already know that shit. And first of all, like, you have to also assume and realize who you talk about, and that Beyonce is not stupid and that she knows what she's doing. She's going to get, open of business Monday morning is when you will have your goddamn album, and that is when it came out on iTunes. Like, she's running a business, girl. Duh. Obviously, more.
It's on Amazon too.
And you're gonna cancel the shit regardless after 30 days, whether it's Apple, Tidal, Snorkel.
Because those of you who don't want to pay for music are dedicated to not paying for it.
The girls, did you see that meme?
They bootlegged it so fast.
You see that meme with Joanne that said, when you set up your fourth Tidal
email address? Yes.
I said, bitch, y'all already whatever. It is what it is.
Tidal gonna start weeding y'all out by billing address.
And again, Tidal has a whole separate store, like, where you can buy the album. You don't need the app.
And I just downloaded it to my computer and then put it in my iTunes and synced it, and I was good to go.
There you go.
It was
just so much
very
work.
fun. But that's just because I wanted to make sure I had it, because I didn't know when it was going to be available.
Right, same.
So when I woke up Monday morning and it was on iTunes, I immediately gifted it to somebody else. Just because.
I bought it for me.
I felt like there was one person in my life who needed to hear this album, so I gifted it to that person on iTunes. Okay. And then I went to work at Beats One. Let me tell you the joy it gave me to play Lemonade at Beats One on Monday morning. It was just like...
I would have been unable to do it, honestly.
And I told Shum, like, listen, basically, I'm just going to be standing for Beyonce my entire 2 hours here today. So you're just going to have to rein me in when you feel like I'm doing too much.
I'm doing way too much.
But basically, I'm going to tie everything into Beyonce every single chance I can get. And I'm going to be standing when I play the actual music, so you know. Right. And it was all good. Monday and Tuesday, I got to play Lemonade in addition to listening to it nonstop. So again, me and Beyonce vibing. I feel you, sis. I feel you. Because she put it on iTunes Monday morning for me. She knew it was going to kill me to go to Apple Music and not be able to talk about Lemonade.
She said, you know what? I am running a business over here, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I have to do, and I'm gonna be all right regardless. But I know that Crystal has to go to work or whatever with them other hoes who be over here hating real heavy. So I'm just gonna make sure this shit is on, online.
I really felt like that was
Crystal can show the girls what time it is.
Because the first thing I did when I woke up Monday morning was pull up the iTunes Store app on my phone, and when I saw Lemonade, I said, "Thank you, Beyonce." I said, "Thank you," because how the fuck was I gonna go to work and not talk about Lemonade? How?
I would have been at the station. I would have been sitting there like, well, you might not be able to listen to it right here, right now, but let me tell you something. They would have to call me in the office like, you cannot, you can't do that.
Yeah, but that's what it would have been. It would have been, girl, you cannot.
You're not allowed to do that. But they have to hear it, but they can't.
You cannot. But you may not.
But that's unacceptable. But no, it doesn't work like that.
No, right, girl. And so I had to. It was personal. Again, she did that for me because she knew I would have died at work without being able to talk about this shit.
Tidal's number one, like their biggest issue is convenience, because everybody in the world has that goddamn phone, and it's right there. You know what I'm saying?
And it's just it's just very easy to use. Obviously, I love Apple Music.
You download it; it's on every fucking device.
It's right there.
It's easy.
So, but anyway, the point is that the shit is out. So hopefully everybody is happy, because those of you who weren't going to pay didn't. So.
And you never were going to.
And you never were going to, so it doesn't matter.
What difference does it make? Because this shit wasn't even on Apple Music, it was on iTunes. So you still would have had to buy it, girl.
That's why I pulled up iTunes and not music, because I knew it wasn't going to be streaming nowhere but Tidal. So I said, if it's on, I said, Jesus, if it's available on iTunes, then we can play it on Beats One, because Beats One is not behind a paywall. I knew. I had already figured it out in my head before I went to sleep.
You were doing all of this fucking, you laid out a blueprint, no pun intended.
Because the same thing happened when 25 dropped. It wasn't on Apple Music, but we could play songs because it's not behind the paywall. I said, if it's on iTunes, then it's like a 97% chance I can play this shit on there. And when I came in, the playlist had been revised and Lemonade had been added.
There it is.
I said, look at God.
So I took it upon myself to
I'm getting emotional,
to list my favorite songs from the album in order, from greatest to most. How do you say words?
Well, how nice do you want to be with this? From most to least favorite?
Yes.
Okay. So starting with your favorite?
Yes, I'm starting with my favorite song and then going down.
Okay.
Keep in mind that I still like all of the songs, but just whatever.
Okay. Oh, let me sit here and try to figure mine out then.
So my first is Don't Hurt Yourself, which I already said. Then Sorry, Hold Up, All Night, Freedom, 6 Inch.
Oh my God.
Love Drought.
Oh wow.
Forward, Pray You Catch Me, Sandcastles, Formation, Daddy Lessons, and then Weekend's part on 6 Inch.
Oh, okay. So that doesn't count because it's not its own track.
It counts to me.
And also, I think Formation, it feels out of place on this album, but again, so did Run the World. And so did Grown Woman.
Formation's a buzz single.
It is, but I also felt like it was important for her to end it with this message of, I've been through some shit and I worked through some very real shit. But please don't forget, as vulnerable as I've been, I'm still the queen of everything. Like, I'm still a very bad bitch, and so are you.
She didn't even use the song as a part of the visual. It just rolled.
Right. It was just part of it was with the credits. It was just so when you listen, you go, damn, Beyonce, damn, that was a lot of shit. That was like very vulnerable, emotional roller coaster. But however, remind yourself that I am who I am. I persevered.
Absolutely.
I'm an amazing motherfucker. And you should also feel the same way about yourself.
The purpose of Formation was really to be like, hey, ladies, let's get information, and also let's get information because I'm coming. Like, that's all that it was. Right. It was a warning shot to you girls to let you know that you need to, paperclip your panties down and prepare.
Okay.
Essentially for the queen to return. And so that's what she did. I am so in love with this album.
Yeah, me too. It's replaced. It's my brand new favorite. And I feel like everything she puts out from now on is going to be my new favorite.
Yeah, I can't wait to look back at the catalog and just be like, what was
because it? Again, she's building a theme and she's, you know what, let me not even try to project onto her. You can literally do whatever you feel like you're doing. But I
keeps pushing the envelope.
Right. She keeps pushing herself. Mm-hmm. She doesn't keep a bunch of yes people around, people who are going to stroke her ego. She keeps people around who are critical and better at her than certain things and have a different ear. Like, she welcomes that sort of work, like that challenge, and she forces herself to get better. I'm emotional because I love her that much. I'm so inspired by this bitch.
So do you?
Well, I don't know. Freedom is definitely my most favorite.
Okay.
Daddy Lessons is number 2 just because, my God, I needed that. However, Hold Up and Don't Hurt Yourself, both excellent, because that sort of anger and just pissed offness is important to me. I love that. Then Sorry, Pray You Catch Me, Love Drought, Sandcastles, just because it makes me cry so bad. It has to be that low, but it's a beautiful song. Forward. I don't even really count Formation because I feel like it's.
Yeah, I put Formation.
Formation is cool. It's not like I don't like the song, but I don't really consider it part of this work again because it wasn't included in the movie.
Right.
So I think I've done all the standing I needed to do.
It was very important. It was necessary. It had to happen.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied.
I am too.
So tour-wise,
all right.
I think that I don't know what to expect. I'm not going to suggest anything except for that at least when you perform Don't Hurt Yourself, I need some purple lights. I want the sky to be lavender, girl. Like I need the whole just submerge me in the artist.
I feel like she'll have a separate Prince tribute.
She's like, I can't imagine that she's not going to do a Prince tribute. Right. You know what I'm saying? But whether it's that part or it's not that part or whatever, like I'm really excited to see how she's going to honor Prince.
If she performs a Prince song along with.
Right. You know how she likes to mix and match and
Don't
do
Hurt
all of
Yourself
that
is
stuff?
just such a read. Like she is really reading the shit out of this nigga on this fucking album. Like it is just so good. I can't do it with her.
Doves cry, I swear to God, I'll fight her.
No, I'll be emotional.
I just won't be able to do it.
It'll be too much.
You know what I would love for her to perform?
Don't say.
Kiss.
Oh, yes.
That is honestly one of the best.
Yes.
I think that's one of the greatest songs, period, to come out. Like that song to me is up there with Candy by Cameo and Encore by Cheryl
so you
Lynn.
feel strongly.
I feel so strongly about that record. It is like whenever Kiss comes on, I can hear it 500 times in a row. It will always be awesome.
Yeah.
It's such a great song.
It doesn't get old.
It doesn't.
Prince's music does not get old. Like,
timeless.
It's just
ahead of its time, forward, just.
This man was a musician. Like he created entire sounds. Like he has his own. He inspired so many of the people out now. Like it just
some that don't even know they're inspired by Prince, and you won't because girl, you're probably inspired by somebody else that is inspired by Prince. Like because
you think Sinead O'Connor wrote Nothing Compares to You, and you think Alicia Keys wrote How Come You Don't Call Me.
Anyway,
Father God,
I really, And it's funny to me that you say that because as I was watching this, and another part of the reason that I got emotional was because we had just lost Prince, and I still I think now I'm starting to really accept or I'm really acknowledging now that he is no longer alive. Because when I said that that doesn't make sense to me, I legit meant that. Like I was just like, Prince not being alive is not something that makes sense to me. Like you're talking about somebody that my mama stand for, that doesn't make sense. But one of the things to me that was hardest about Prince dying was that he's a visionary. He didn't just put out great music. He put out great music. He did this. The nigga made Purple Rain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like when it comes to visuals, style, fashion, performance, attitude, confidence, all of those things, Prince was just A1 at it. And it's like him being gone, Michael being gone, it's like, what, just like, what does music have? And then Lemonade fucking came on. Right. And mind you, you girls at home, before you get sensitive, I'm not comparing anybody to anybody. Everybody's absolutely individual.
To Prince, not doing it.
I am saying, though, that Beyonce is an artist who has vision and puts her spinal cord into what it is that she does in every fucking avenue.
She does.
And I just don't understand why. If you don't like her, if you don't get it, fine, fair. But I don't need for any of you bitches to be confused as to why I live for this woman.
Yeah.
She's awesome. She's great. She's not just great at what she does and how she does it, but she gives a fuck about people. You know what I'm saying? She makes music for people. She's been doing this shit since Bills, girl. She's been telling you, girl. Anyway, I'm tired.
No, I mean, where's the lie, really? It's just, Beyonce is just...
You can't even say that she hasn't been standing up for black girls or for girls or whatever long, because she may not have made it. It may not have been as blatant, you know what I'm saying, as it has been with this album and a lot of the other things that she's been doing lately, but she's absolutely been about all of you ladies, let's get together because niggas ain't shit and what's going on.
Yeah.
And it has just gotten better and better.
And the only break I took
then.
from Lemonade was to go see Purple Rain at the AMC. And that was, first of all, black people in the audience clearly reacting to the movie, like, which is fine because this is Purple Rain and Prince just died.
I don't expect to go to Purple Rain.
Right. Obviously you didn't come here for a quiet movie going experience. Like,
and we've all seen it.
Right. It's not like nobody has seen the movie, but it was like very emotional to watch this again and realize this man is really gone. Like,
I can't.
He's really, when I heard about the body being cremated, I said, oh, so like it's real though.
Like he's ashes now.
I can't.
So it doesn't, again, I cannot. But
because not enough can be said for a man who was so secure in his masculinity and his sexuality that he was like, I'm actually going to wear whatever the fuck I want to and do whatever I want to with my hair. And you can call me whatever you damn well please, but I'm going to be out here living my life and being happy.
With my bitches and yours. So.
And consistently pulling some fine ass women. So I just love, like, that sort of.
And he could probably have pulled your motherfucking ass too if he wanted to, and if he tried. Probably wouldn't even had to try hard enough.
But even if he didn't, like, even if pulling women wasn't even part of his persona, the fact that he was willing to present himself the way he did and was just like, this is who I am, and I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. That's just, I needed Prince in that way. Like, Prince was. And I didn't realize that until he was gone, the kind of impact he had on my life. Like, somebody very black and cool who was like, I'm a weirdo. Like, I don't want normal is the last thing I want to be.
Soul,
my
rock,
biggest fear in life is being normal.
Whatever I want to do, I'm just going to do whatever I want. And I think that he connected with a lot of people because of that as well too. Like, he was so very comfortable in who he was.
Right.
You couldn't tell him anything about it. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to please nobody. And I think that it was a very, very awesome example of that. And I don't even understand why a lot of niggas today don't. Like, have not used Prince as an example for, like, sexuality and how it applies to gender behavior or whatever the fuck you want to consider any of that stuff. But he was just a very, very great example of being yourself and being comfortable in who you are. And that really strikes a chord with people across the map. You know what I'm saying? Gay people, straight people, women, men, like just being your fucking unfiltered self and also being awesome and one of a kind.
Right.
So,
and shitting on the universe at the same time. Like, that kind of impact. And not even to get into his musicianship. I mean, the nigga played everything. Like, he
all
created,
of the things.
He has volumes and volumes and volumes of music that are already out. Not to even mention what is in his fucking vault. Like, this man produced so much work and he was just an innovator in every way. And his loss is a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot. And I feel like we're losing our legends way too early.
That was like the first thing that popped into my head. And another part of the reason why I was just like, what? Because it's like, okay, what? So everybody's just gone? Like
before 60? Like,
they're all young.
Right. Like, I did not think, I thought me and my children would share a world with Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston and Prince and Luther Vandross. Like, I did not think they would be gone. You know, it just feels like
I'm going to have to show them stuff of these people that are no longer here for them to understand, like.
And if you don't live it, you're not going to have the same experience as somebody who did. I mean, obviously, you know, our generation and our connection to Michael Jackson is not something that kids today can understand. Even as much as they may appreciate the music, you don't really understand the cultural impact of living through Michael Jackson.
Most kids don't.
Right. So, I mean, it's only so much you can do through the actual music. Like, I just thought they would be around to experience these artists for themselves, and I'm sad that they aren't.
But so much great music to listen to, and I think I'm supposed to be going to see Purple Rain with Jade this weekend because they extended it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they made plenty money. And it wasn't even expensive. It was only $7, I think.
In New York?
It's because it's clearly not a regular ticket, right? And it's not a regular new release. They're not spending any money to play this, so why not just make some money?
Well, so I'm excited to go
Prince.
see my queen June 7th.
I'm very glad I invested in that pit ticket. I'm very glad because I just know that this is going to be a life-changing experience.
You might need to be sedated.
Well, I will be high for sure, but I don't know if I'll need additional. I also want to be very much in the show. Like, I just want to keep my eyes on this at all times. I want to absorb everything she wants me to see. So
when I was at Revel, it was just like
Oh God, in my Revel experience, let's not talk about.
She was just so close. It was like, that was my first time at a Beyonce concert, because remember how I had told you,
wow,
every time before then, whenever Beyonce came to Miami,
right.
I was either broke or I wasn't going to be in town.
Right.
So I had never been to a Beyonce concert before in my life, not solo. So
I hadn't, because Beyonce don't come to Oklahoma. Well, she didn't. She does now, but she didn't then.
But Revel was my first time, and it was in a pit, and I was just like, Beyonce is a foot away from me, if that.
I would have died.
It's just...
No, I would have died. I mean, and then she caressed you, really.
She did not. Caress is extreme.
I'm just saying.
She acknowledged my life.
Her skin cells were on yours.
And her hands are so soft and tiny and just like little fairy hands.
And she had just had Blue Ivy.
And
Blue was like 3.5 months old, man. Jesus. This woman. Anyway.
Well, girls, that about wraps it up for our, I don't even know.
Whatever this was.
Yeah, whatever this is. Our standing of the week.
Yes.
And I'm sure that we'll do it again after the June shows.
Oh, right. No, I'm going to be a mess after this concert. I already know. But thank you, Beyonce. We appreciate it so much. Shout out to Worcestershire, girl. You did that. And everybody involved with the project.
All the directors,
it's beautiful.
choreographers,
it's beautiful. Writers,
models, dancers, New Orleans residents who popped up in it.
Everybody who's credited as a writer because you were sampled. Congratulations.
The grass, the wind, everything that had anything to do
all the
with
natural
this.
Hair products. It was just, it's
Fans,
flawless. It's fantastic. So,
lights.
Thanks, Beyonce. I needed that life, girl.
Even
I really
you
did.
too, Abel. I will give you your just due because
he sounds good, man. I'm not gonna let y'all do the weekend like this.
I mean, I don't like it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's horrible. It's just not my thing.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, that nigga's on a Beyonce album.
Right. And who can take that away from him?
Not nobody.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and say early contender for album of the year. Again, I know she doesn't care, but I feel like y'all cannot deny her twice. I mean, but we'll see. But I doubt it. But we'll see.
You know, white people get mad, and they're already mad.
They are mad. Oh, they big mad. But I mean, I would like to see you try to deny this. Like,
I mean, we all know it's album of the year regardless. So.
Just like self-titled was, but don't get us going back down that road.
It's fine.
Do we have an acronym this week, or, is the love of Beyonce enough?
I really do feel like the love of Beyonce is quite enough this week.
Yeah, I feel sustained.
Yeah, I'm completely, I got my sustenance.
If something else happened that was important, I'm so sorry that I didn't even hear about it. But
I have just been drinking lemonade.
Maybe next week, girl.
All week, yeah. I really don't feel like, and I mean, if it was that important, I would have heard about it.
Okay. Well, I guess that wraps it. Do we do the check us out at
theCityRead.com? Chicago, we'll see you on Saturday.
Oh, shit. Look at us. We're obsessed with Beyonce.
Great live show on Saturday.
So I hope y'all are ready to talk about Lemonade, because clearly we are.